Hello out there in YouTube land. This is Morris Man. As always, I thank you for coming to my channel. Today I'm going to do a quick product review of again one of my favorite guitar makers, Turser. I recently purchased a Turser Fender Jazz copy and I love it. I paid like $89 off of eBay, I think 20 bucks for shipping, and this guitar feels great. I can tell that the neck is really nice. I mean, just by playing it. And I have a couple of other Turser guitars, and I plan to purchase some more probably in the future. But what I love about Turser guitars is they make copies to very close specifications to the actual guitar. Because again, this looks just like a Fender Jazz guitar, and it plays pretty well. And what's interesting about Turser company themselves is they must have some type of licensing agreement with Fender, Gibson, some other guitar makers, because they make replicas that look just like a Gibson or a Fender. So apparently they have some type of licensing agreement, because they don't charge you a lot for their guitars. They're modestly priced and the quality is good. Because one thing to notice about perhaps a guitar, as far as a well-made guitar neck is, as you playing it and sliding up and down the frets here, they're not protruding out and ripping your fingers to shreds, because that's the sign to me of a cheap guitar, when you play it and you look up and you got webs all on your fingers. I had another guitar, Dr. Tech. It sounded good and it played well, but slightly the frets were kind of slightly out. I mean, you can sand them down, file them down, but when you got a good guitar out the box, you don't have to worry about that. And again, I can't say enough about Turser guitars. They sound pretty good. And what I normally do when I do my reviews is, I'm not going to play it now because I wouldn't give it justice coming out of that speaker, but I included some links down at the bottom that you can click on, and you can actually hear me play this guitar. And one particular tutorial or play along I did was the Temptations classic My Girl. And what I try to normally do when I do my tutorials or play-alongs is I try to come as close to the record as possible, try to be note for note. And not only that, I try to match up the tone of the guitar in the record versus the guitar that I'm playing. And this guitar sounds just like a Fender Jazz bass, or Fender Jazz bass. And what someone told me, and it's a pretty good tip, to get that kind of that Motown sound, that James Jamerson sound, take some stylophone and put it down here. Kind of helps muffle and give you a certain type of tone. So I did that and it sounds pretty good. Because again, if you check out my Migra video play along, you can tell it sounds very, very close to like the record. And what I love about Turser company is they must have some type of agreement with Fender and Gibson and some other guitar makers, because they basically do replicas. And the replicas look just like the actual guitars, the real guitars, for a fraction of the price. And not only they look like them, they sound like them. So, it's nice to have a company that's kind of bridging the gap, where if you can't afford a Fender Jazz bass, you can get a pretty good copy or replica that sounds like it and feels like it, as opposed to the ones that are replicas and they don't sound nothing like it and don't feel nothing like it. But this guitar is beautiful. I got it off of eBay for $89. I think it's like $25 shipping. So been playing it for the last couple of days and it feels really nice. And again, I can't say enough about Turser guitars. They are very well made, and like I said, I had a couple of them. So I guess that's basically my review. The Turser. So on that note, I'm going to sign off, but before I do, I just want you guys to know that I appreciate you, appreciate the subscriptions, and I also have a new YouTube channel, the Rick Morgan channel, and it's basically dedicated to talk shows and discussions. And the name of the talk show is called Tell It Like It Is. I'm going to also include that link down on the bottom. So you guys, when you get a moment, please check it out. Please subscribe. Please support it. And on that note, I appreciate you again. And until next time, take care.